let's explore the built-in alphabets on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3. Hi, I'm Sarah from sewingmastery.com, and we're doing all the free video tutorials on this beautiful machine. We've already done all the sewing videos, and now we're exploring all the embroidery functions. If you want to kind of start to binge watch these videos from the beginning, you are going to find a link to the YouTube playlist where you can watch them in order down in the description below or at the very end of this video. So alphabets. A lot of people buy embroidery machines based on the built-in alphabets, and the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3 does not disappoint. But before I get to showing you about alphabets, and a few things to know is you have access as a Husqvarna Viking embroidery machine owner to their free quick font software that is on the mySewNet.com website. Now, a lot of people don't know this exists, and a lot of people don't realize the power of this free software, so much so that we actually created the Quick Font online course. And once again, our courses are all listed in the description below, and you can always watch free videos about this course before you buy it to see if it's the right course for you. The Quick Font software will allow you to take fonts from the internet, thousands of them, and transform them into embroiderable alphabets. So if what you see on your machine is not enough, this is your way of expanding to have unlimited fonts that you can embroider. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. I'm going to delete the design we were playing with. We were talking about rescaling versus resizing and how to make the stitch count change. So that's a video to go check out if that's something that you are unfamiliar with. I'm going to touch the trash can down below. You will find your embroidery fonts are right here at your fingertips along the side. You will find that there are actually two tabs, embroidery fonts and stitch fonts. On the embroidery fonts, you will have a long list, lots of different styles, and a variety of sizes. Now, sizes mean that the numbers off to the side here is how tall in millimeters this font is. So at any given time, if you're looking for a really, really small font that's readable, look at this. This brand new font, I'm going to probably pronounce it incorrectly, but croquet. It's only 6 millimeters tall. So that would be the one I would use if I was doing some very fine detailed lettering in some small spaces. Now, as soon as I touched that, a keyboard popped up. I am going to, so we can see things a little bit better, is just to pick a slightly larger font. And let's just go ahead and type. It is a regular keyboard, just like you're used to for typing on a computer. You will find you have uppercase, you have lowercase. So if I was going to do Epic, space, and then need a 3, I can go ahead and put that there. If I want to see what's going on, I can close this window by just touching the T icon off to the side. Now, at this point, we have options to do different things, like we can do text shapes. So for example, if you wanted to curve up and over, plus we'd have the ability to kind of make this curve less or more, or maybe you want it to go underneath instead of above. We have the option to even spread this out and change the spacing for these letters. So if they're kind of all squished together, you can give them a little breathing room and move them around to your liking. You can bring them all to the one side or all to the center. And you can also do where you can line them up so they're more all vertical. Did you see how that was? Versus following the shape. So these are more like a radius, and these are more all up and down. So you have lots of options right here, and when you're ready, you can collapse the keyboard with this arrow pointing in the down position. Now, if you get here and you're kind of like squinting, going, I don't know if I like this, you can always get back into the editing of this option by, number one, make sure that the letters have the box around it and they're selected. You can touch and hold, and it will pop up a little drop-down menu. And the one you're looking for is called Edit Embroidery Text. That means the keyboard would come up. We could maybe change what the letters are. Maybe we typed something in incorrectly, or maybe we didn't want them on that curve anymore. We just wanted the straight across, and maybe we want them not so spread out. We can kind of bring them back to where they started. And that way we have what we're looking for. If you want to bring in another line, go ahead and open up your fonts. You can go ahead and choose the same or a different font. So if I wanted to do Viking and close that down, minimize that. It's right on top of it, so let's just go ahead and move it up. And I wanted to do this so you can actually see that you can center designs super easy. So see how I'm moving around that? There's kind of a blue line that's jumping. The blue line is actually aligning it with something that's already on the screen. So there it was lining up the left side. If I just move it over a little bit more, it lines it up to be centered on each other. And then if I do it again, I can have it line up kind of on the right side. So really easy to put in multiple lines for your, say, quilt labels or whatever you are stitching out. We do have a video on how to make these different sizes, or if you want to rotate it, you can go in and you can have all that versatility of making letters be bigger or smaller. Even though we had kind of a place to start with those lettering sizes, you do have versatility of making them even bigger or smaller yet. When you want to save what you're working with, go ahead and touch Save, and you have the option to rename it. So I'm going to just delete out kind of that generic new design, and I'll just say Epic 3, and then I'll do Save. So that way I can easily find this at a later time. If I want to go ahead and delete all, if I just touch the trash can, it will delete just the one that's highlighted, but because I have two designs on the screen, if I touch and hold, I can delete all designs. And then where did I save it? You're looking for the folder. I scrolled all the way down until I found my design Epic 3. I can touch and hold and bring it right back in and pick up where I left off. When you want to delete something like this completely from your memory, you can open up that folder, select the item you want to delete, and use the trash can found right here in File Manager. If this has been helpful, make sure you're clicking like on all of our videos that you're watching. And don't forget, you can find all the free video tutorials in the playlist right here at the end of this video.